I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Bluetti. Bluetti is quickly becoming a world leader in power stations, solar generators, and that's what I have right here. And I'm going to walk you around this power generator and show you exactly what all you can expect if you happen to purchase one of these. Now, I wanted this generator because I live in a hurricane-prone area right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And it is not uncommon every year to have a close call. And a lot of times that means you're a week, 2 weeks. I have been without power a month and a half before. And instead of trying to run a gas generator, I figured something like this would be a good answer for me because it can also run off of solar panels. Now, I charged this completely up just using a wall outlet, and it was up to 100%, but I have been using it some since then. So let's just see what we're at. Power on. It's got a touch screen right here. I'm at 92%, which means I've used 8% of this. And one thing I want to do to kind of put this to the test to see how it's going to work out for me, and it's not going to be a big load on it or anything like that, but I'm actually going to do a brisket, which is going to be, that video will be on a separate video, full video. I'll probably show you the brisket in this. We'll talk about everything pertaining to this unit, how long it ran, what percentage of power did it use. But in addition to that, I'm also going to be like charging my computer up with this. And a very cool thing is right up here, it has a place where you can wirelessly charge cell phones. You can put 2 phones right here without any cable and it will just go to charging. And I'll demonstrate that here momentarily. But to talk about the unit, it's got 6 120 volt outlets. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 USB outlets. All right, I'm going blind. I've got to get my glasses on here. This is a PD 60 watt. And that looks kind of like a firewire or something like that. Then you have like a car 12 volt connection like you have in your dashboard. And that's a 12 volt 3 amp. That's 12 volt DC output 25 amp. So it's got you covered on just about anything you're wanting to do there. It does have a fan that you'll hear it come on every now and then. It's quiet, and that will kick it in because it will generate a certain amount of heat. Now, I don't currently have the solar panels. They are heading my way. And like I said, I did charge this with a wall outlet. But so you know, in addition, you can also, and it comes with the cables, you can also charge this with a 12 volt out of your car. Just right there out of your little outlet on your car will charge this. Any lead battery can charge this. And of course, if you've got a gasoline powered generator, you can charge it that way. But I personally, living where I live and being prone to hurricanes, I like the solar option because normally after one of them bad storms move through, it's nothing but blue skies for days and days and days. But in the event that I did not have the ability to use solar, I could then just charge it with my car or truck. Either way, good to go. The unit's not light. I think it weighs in somewhere around 60 pounds, if I'm not mistaken on that. And it's got a lithium ion battery within it. And this thing should give me 10 to 15 years of use with no problems whatsoever. Now, what I'll be using this for is to power up my freezer and my refrigerator and possibly even a light in the event that our power goes down this summer. So that's yet to be seen. But you cannot run like a central air conditioning unit with this. It's not going to handle that, but it can handle smaller compressors such as a freezer or a refrigerator. And to me, that's super important. I keep a lot of meat in my freezer and food in my refrigerator. And so to prevent that kind of loss, this is where this thing will shine. So I just turned the DC power on. And that's where you need to have it set, like to charge a cell phone. AC power for any of these outlets right here. All right, now these are your connections. If you want to charge this from a wall outlet, it comes complete with a charger and the cord, and you would just simply plug that into right here to charge from your outlet. And if you got solar, you would plug it in here. This cap comes off, and you'll get to your plug right behind that cap. All right, so this unit also comes with this bag of goodies here, and what I've got in there This is the wall charger right here, and it has another cable that you would plug into the other side of it right here. That plugs in, and from there this end would go into the unit itself to charge it. So it comes with an assortment of plugs. You've got your different plugs. That's for like if you're going to charge it through your car. And this is solar as well as that. So you're pretty much covered on all that. Now this unit does not come with a solar panel. You have to purchase them separately, or you can even order third party as long as they're in the right volt range and the wattage. So as long as you can do that, you can buy them somewhere else, but it does not come with solar panels, just so you're aware. So I think I covered everything I can think of on this unit. So we're getting ready to put it to the test. We're gonna hook the old hickory smoker up to it and go ahead and get this thing preheating. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and get the brisket prepped up and get it ready. And once we turn this on, it's not gonna shut off until this brisket is done. And so I'll be monitoring this, seeing just how much power it's using, how efficient it is, and things like that. And I'll be letting you know that throughout the remainder of this video. It is the next day. It's around 10 o'clock a.m. Is that right, Derek?
It is 20 minutes to 11.
20 minutes till 11. Wow, we put this on at 8:30 p.m. last night, and I've only been up maybe 45 minutes, just had a cup of coffee. Yeah, I sleep late because I stay up late, so at any rate. And I've just taken the brisket and I've rotated it to where the point is now towards the door, the latch. And it's obviously more tender than the flat, so now I'm gonna let the flat catch up to it. And we still got a ways. This thing has been in a stall for like 6 hours. But let's take a look at this generator. We started off at 92%, okay, and now it's at 59%. And so that's not bad. I mean, we've been going like 14 hours, and we have only used like, what would that be? That would be like 33%.
Actually, you've been going about 15 hours because that ran for an hour before we put the meat on.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. So it's been running for 15 hours. We let it run for a whole hour just to get completely up to heat. So this has been powering that up for 15 hours. So I could go easily another 15 hours plus with this. Now, keep in mind, we have not just been running this pit. I have charged cell phones. I had to charge my laptop last night. We've also played a radio with it while we're just out here shooting a breeze and such as that. So this definitely powers up a lot of smaller items like that. You know, 2,000 watts is pretty good size generator just for, like, you could run coffee pots on this, rice cookers, any kind of small appliance, anything you need. And I think I told you last night, my biggest thing was something to power up my freezer and refrigerator and possibly a light or two in the event of a hurricane or any kind of power outage. So that part's working great. I'll come back and let you know the final results on this shortly. Well, our brisket is done after about an 18.5-hour cook. Now, last night we charged the phone up here. I've got my phone on here currently, and it's already up to almost 90%. It's almost done. We powered up radios last night off of this just to listen to music. It ran this pit constantly. This thing was at 90, I'm gonna say 91% when I started because it was at 92, but it went straight to 91. It was getting ready to change anyway from prior use. And so I'm at 50%. So I've used roughly 41% of this capacity of this battery in the last 18 going on 19 hours. You can typically expect, depending on what you're using it for, like I said, I want it for freezers and refrigerators. Those things don't come on that often, so you could probably easily get like 2.5 days maybe without having to worry about recharging this. And I'm just anticipating the day that I get the solar panels, because I could probably run this while charging this and just go with it, you know, for however long you need to. But it's definitely going to come in handy for the purposes that I need a power station. So I'm very, very happy with this. And I really can't wait to get the solar panels and give that a shot. Might do another video on it at some point and discuss that, and maybe do a 6-month review on it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and things like that. Thanks for watching. I'm Russ Jones with Smoky Ribs Barbecue.